Community Services is a disability employment service and a registered training organisation. Recently we've combined these services to implement the Operation Opportunity programme in secondary schools. This programme assists students transitioning from high school into paid employment.
What are some elements of culture? So what that means is what are the different parts that go up to make culture? Things like...
What's different about this program is that the education is brought and provided here on site to the students, but it pushes out and extends the transition from school into open or supported employment by having the service provider actively engaged in that process a lot earlier than has traditionally been the case.
What about PEP is like a bit surprising. Like I've never ever heard of PEP before. Since Siobhan, Cameron and Anna, Talia came, it was like pretty exciting.
We've been working with the employment consultants, with the teachers, with all the staff at Kalamunda, and it's been really interesting to see the students go from not having much of a clue about how to write a resume, how to get a job, how to get through an interview, to actually feeling a little bit more independent, like they can do it for themselves. I said one student actually said to me, it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was to actually do this application and apply for a job, but they said I did it and I got a job, and they were so proud at the end of it. But it was actually good to see that shift in independence as well. They see it as their job now to go and actually find a job and get through a mock interview, whereas in the past it was always the school's or the teacher's job to do that.
4 years ago I started playing this game that has to do with planes, and that just got me into wanting to be one. Jandakot Airport.
He actually made it quite easy because he was very interested in aircraft, and the type of work that we're using here for, he could do it very easily and he enjoyed it.
I've been really surprised with how the students have taken to it. It was quite nice coming in as a trainer and from an RTO, so the students knew it wasn't school. We tried to change the language and the way that we did the lessons, so it was less like school and more like work. And I actually found that a lot of students took to that a lot better, and I actually said, look, the onus is on you to do this. We want you to do this to help you get a job. And so I think a lot of the students stepped up to that, whereas at first it was, oh, I have to do this piece of work because my teacher says so. It was more like, no, I've got to do this because this is going to help me get a job. So it was kind of that change in attitude, their thinking and putting the onus on them.
After I graduate, I'll probably be like working in the mechanic side, hopefully. Just helping out my mum.
Most of the parents that we've spoken to have had a real positive attitude about the programme, because we're that link between school and work, and they've actually been really optimistic about what we're doing and looking forward to seeing what their student can do. And also, like I said earlier, it is a team effort, and we're often on the phone to parents saying, we're thinking of applying for this job, would this work, what do you think, have you got any ideas? And the parents are involved. In some cases the parents have gone out and taken application letters in and resumes into places for their son and daughter, so we really try and get the whole family and everybody involved as part of the programme.
PEP have actually provided the opportunity to have a far more inclusive wraparound approach to the service that they actually deliver.